Hello everyone, my name is Felisa from SMA to IPA, and in this video, I will be teaching some chemistry lesson about chemical calculation. In this lecture, I will divide it into three content. First is introduction to chemical calculation. Second is percentage composition, and third is empirical formula. First, introduction to chemical calculation. What is chemical calculation? Chemical calculation is where we calculate mass, moles, and percent within a chemical equation. Before we proceed to the example of chemical calculation, we need to learn some terms of chemical calculation. First is molar mass. Molar mass is the sum of masses of the atom that make up the formula unit or molecule of a substance. Next is mole. Mole is the amount of substance that has the same number of particles such as molecule, formula unit, or atoms. There will be Avogadro number where 1 mole is equal to 6.022 times 10 raised to 23. Formula unit is used when the substance is an ionic compound. Molecule is used when the substance is a covalent compound, and atom is used when the substance is a free element. First example. How many particles are there in 20 grams of calcium nitrate? Before we solve the particles, we need to search the molar mass. The molar mass of calcium nitrate, where the chemical formula is CaNO3 equal to 40, which is the atomic mass of calcium, plus 14 times 2. 14 is the atomic mass of nitrogen times 2 because there is 2 nitrogen in the chemical formula, plus 16, where is the atomic mass, times 6 because there is 6 oxygen in the chemical formula, which will be resulting 164 gram per mole. Because it is asked the particles are there in 20 gram of calcium nitrate, we need to change the gram into mole. To change it, first we write the 20 gram of calcium nitrate. Then eliminate the gram by using the molar mass. Because we already eliminate the gram, so there is only mole left. 1 mole in Avogadro number is 6.022 times 10 raised to 23 formula unit. So now we can eliminate the mole, and it left formula unit. Remember, it using formula unit because it's an ionic compound, which is equal to 7.34 times 10 raised to 22 formula unit. Second example is, how many particles are there present in 35.6 pounds of glucose? Same like example number 1, we need to find the molar mass of glucose. The chemical formula of glucose is C6H12O6, which the 6 is carbon, H is the hydrogen, and O is the oxygen. Because there are 6 carbon in there, so 12 times 6. 12 is the atomic mass. Plus 1 times 12, 1 is the atomic mass, 12 is the atoms in the glucose. Plus 16, 16 is the atomic mass, and 6 because there is 6 oxygen in glucose, which is equal to 180 gram per mole. After that, because the given is 35.6 pounds of glucose and it is asked how many particles in it, so we need to change the pounds into particles. To change it, first we write 35.6 pounds. After that, because 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds, so we just need to eliminate pounds. It leaves 2 kilogram. After it leaves 2 kilogram, we need to eliminate the kilogram into only gram. So change it, 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. So eliminate the kilogram, and it leaves 2 gram. Because we need to change it mole, insert the molar mass in here, which will eliminate the gram. After that, it finally left only mole. 1 mole equal to 6.022 times 10 raised to 23 molecules in Avogadro number. So we just need to eliminate. And remember, it is using molecules because this is covalent compound. And the result will be 5.41 times 10 raised to 25 molecules. Third example. How many particles are there in 20.5 mole of an unknown substance in the form of free element? Because the given is mole, we just need to change the mole into the Avogadro number. which is 20.5 mole times 6.022 times 10 raised to 23 atom, which will equal to 1.23 times 10 raised to 25 atoms. Remember it using atoms because this is a free element. And the last example is, how many atoms are there in 12.5 kg of percarbonic acid? First, we need to search the molar mass, whose chemical formula is H2CO4. Because it has 2 H, so 1 times 2, plus the C is only 1, the atomic mass of C is 12, so 12 times 1, plus because the oxygen is only 4, so the atomic mass is 16, so 16 times 4 equal to 78 gram per mole. After we already searched the molar mass, we just need to change it into atoms. To change it into atom, first write the mass. The mass is 12.5 kg. So here 12.5 kg. Because we need to change the mass into mole, we need to eliminate the kilogram into gram and then eliminate the gram into mole. So 12.5 kg times 1000 gram per 1 kilogram, we can eliminate this. After that, because this only have gram in here, we can insert the molar mass of percarbonic acid, which is 1 mole per 78 gram. Now we can eliminate the gram, which leave into mole. 1 mole of Avogadro number is 6.022 times 10 raised to 23 molecule. So now we can eliminate again, and remember this is in molecules because it's in covalent compound. After that, it is asked the atom. To search the atom, we can see in the chemical formula where the hydrogen is 2, the carbon is 1, and the oxygen is 4. So there is 7 atoms equal to 1 molecule. After that, we just need to insert the 7 atoms in here to eliminate the molecule. So eliminate, we just leave 2 atoms, and the result will be 6.76 times 10 raised to 26 atoms. Next is percentage composition. Percentage composition gives the percent by mass of each element in the compound. The formula for this is percent by mass equal mass of the element divided by mass of the compound times 100%. Because we already know the formula, let's proceed to the example. What is the percentage composition of calcium nitrate? The chemical formula of calcium nitrate is in here. To search the percentage composition, we need to know the mass of the element. The mass element of calcium is 40 times 1. 40 is the atomic mass and 1 calcium in the chemical formula. After that is nitrogen. Nitrogen, the atomic mass is 14 and times 2 because there is 2 nitrogen atoms in the chemical formula, which is equal to 28. And the last is oxygen. The oxygen atomic mass is 16 times 6 because there is 6 atoms in the chemical formula, which is equal to 96. Because we already know the mass of element, we just need to sum it to get the mass of the compound, which is 40 plus 28 plus 96 is equal to 164. After that, we just need to insert it into this formula. Let's start from calcium. Mass of the element of calcium is 40 per mass of the compound is 164 times 100 equal to 24 per 39. Mass of the element of nitrogen is 28 per 164 is the mass of the compound times 100 is equal to 17.07. And after that, the last is oxygen. Oxygen, the mass of the element is 96 per 164 is the mass of the compound times 100, which is equal to 58.54%. Next example. What is the percentage composition of ammonium percarbonate? Let's start from the mass of nitrogen. Atomic mass of nitrogen is 40 times 2 because there is 2 nitrogen in the chemical formula, which is equal to 28. Next is hydrogen, where the atomic mass is 1 times 8 because there is 8 hydrogen atoms in the chemical formula, which is equal to 8. Next is carbon, which the atomic mass is 12 times 1 equal to 12. Oxygen, the atomic mass is 16 and there is 4 oxygen in the chemical formula, which the result is 64. The mass of the compound is 28 plus 8 plus 12 plus 64 is 112. Where the nitrogen mass is 28 per 112, which is the mass of the compound times 100 equal to 25%. And then hydrogen, the mass of the element is 8 per 112 times 100, which is equal to 7.14%. Next is the carbon. The mass of the element is 12, mass of the compound is 112 times 100 equal to 10.71%. And last is the oxygen. The mass of the element is 64. The mass of the compound is 112 times 100 equal to 57.14%. Last example is, what is the percentage composition of atomic chromite? To search the percentage composition, as usual, the mass of antimony is 112 and times 2 because there is 2 antimony in the chemical formula, which is equal to 254. After that, the chromium, the atomic mass is 52 and there is 5 chromium in the chemical formula, and the result is 260. And last is the oxygen. The atomic mass is 16 and there is 15 oxygen in the chemical formula, and the result is 240. The compound mass is 244 plus 260 plus 240 equal to 744. After this, just put into the percentage composition formula. Let's start from antimony. It's the mass of the element divided by 744, which is the mass of the compound times 100 equal to 32.80%. Next is the chromium. The mass of the element is 260. The mass of the compound is 744 times 100 equal to 34.95%. Next is oxygen. Mass of the element is 240 and the mass of the compound is 744 times 100 equal to 32.26%. Here is empirical formula. Empirical formula shows the ratio of the number of atoms of the element of the compound in terms of the smallest possible positive integers. For example, butane, which is C4H10 into C2H5. C4H10 is the molecular formula and C2H5 is the empirical formula. Molecular formula gives the actual number of atoms of each element in one particle of the compound. Here is the formula for molecular formula. X is equal to actual mass divided by empirical mass. Example number 1. Determine the empirical and molecular formula of 40% carbon, 6.67% hydrogen, 53.33% oxygen, if the relative mass of the substance is 180 grams per mole. To get the empirical and the molecular formula, we need to search the mole, that is mass divided by molecular mass. First, let's start search for the mole of the carbon, which is the mass is 40 grams per the molar mass is 12, which is equal to 3.333. Next is molar mass of hydrogen, which is the mass is 6.67 grams divided by 1, which is equal to 6.67. Next is the mole of oxygen, where the mass is 53.33 per 16, which is the molar mass, which is equal to 3.333. We just need to divide the element by the smallest mole, which is the smallest mole is 3.333. So 3.33 divided by 3.333 is equal to 1. 6.67 divided by 3.333 is equal to 2. And 3.333 per 3.333 is equal to 1. After this, we already got the answer for empirical formula. Because we already got 3 of the mole, we already can have the answer of the empirical formula, which is C is 1, H, hydrogen is 2, and oxygen is 1. For the molecular formula is actual mass divided by empirical mass, where the actual mass is 180 and the empirical mass is 12 times 1. 12 is the atomic mass of carbon, 1 because there's only 1 carbon in here, plus 1 where this is the hydrogen atomic mass, times 2 because there is 2 hydrogen, and plus 16 because there's only one oxygen in here, which is the X is equal to 6. So the molecular formula is carbon 6, hydrogen 2 times 6, oxygen 6. And the result is C6H12O6. Okay, so that's all for the video. Hope you understand this topic easily, and thank you for watching.